Hunter's life had always been like a roller coaster ride, but he had never expected it to take such a dramatic turn when he least expected it. He was just a typical 12-year-old boy living with his parents in their comfortable suburban home, going to school and playing with his friends. He wasn't the most athletic kid in school, and he was often teased for being a mama's boy. But he didn't mind. His mother was his best friend, and he was content with just being himself. But then everything changed. His parents divorced, and he had to move in with his father, who happened to be stationed at an army base. His father, a strict and dominant man, was used to being in control of everything in his life, including his son. Hunter tried his best to please him, but it seemed like no matter what he did, it was never good enough. Time passed, and Hunter turned 13. The other boys on the base, who were also around his age, had started to become more interested in girls and exploring their sexuality. They often went skinny dipping in the lake near the base, and despite his father's disapproval, Hunter eventually joined them. Everything was going well until one day, when they were all changing into their swimsuits, Hunter accidentally dropped his trunks, revealing his tiny, micro-sized penis and barely visible testicles to the group. The shock on the boys' faces was palpable, and whispers began to spread like wildfire across the base. Word quickly reached Hunter's father, who was the boss of the station and had a reputation for being a real man's man. He was furious, and felt humiliated by his son's tiny, insignificant body parts. He decided that enough was enough, and he needed to take matters into his own hands. Over the next few days, Hunter's father disappeared with him, taking a leave of absence from the base. No one knew where they went or what they did during that time, but when they returned, Hunter was a completely different person. Gone was the boy with the tiny penis, and in his place was a beautiful petite girl with long hair and delicate features. The shockwave from this revelation sent the base into a frenzy. The boys who had seen Hunter's private parts before were now torn between their fascination with his new feminine appearance and their confusion about what had happened to him. They didn't dare ask any questions, afraid that they might anger his father, who was still the boss and held a great deal of power over all of their lives.